why do rogues get it so easy? And when I say easy, when it comes to farming, they've got so many unique ways of doing it. You know, I'm a big advocate for stealth farming, getting mines, getting herbs, pickpocketing. Well, I've stumbled across something that's mental, and I mean it. It really is mental. Now, you all know when you pickpocket mobs, you've got a chance at getting a lockbox that you can then picklock to get picklocking skill, etc., etc. And inside there's normally some junk. So in Wrath of the Lich King, you can get reinforced junk boxes, which you can picklock at 350 skill. Now, there's a few epic weapons that you can get in them, which have got a very low drop chance, don't get me wrong, but there is a chance. So what do you need to do? You need to get loads of them. Loads of lockboxes, not loads of epic weapons. Although loads of epic weapons would be pretty nice. But you can get Kroll Cleaver, which is a one-handed sword, which is meant to be like Kroll Blade. You know, it's got armor pen, attack power, agility, stamina, 2.6 speed. Very nice 200 eye level sword. You got Spine Slicer, which is a throw-in weapon, which is great with hit and attack power. Early on, this weapon will be great. And even going forward for ults, people who are leveling rogues, like, it's a great introductory throw-in weapon for a rogue at level 80. And you got Dusk Blade, which is just a one-handed dagger, 1.8 speed with a chance to get armor pen. Again, not great, but not bad. It will still sell. But it's not the weapons really that you're after, but every time you get one, it will be a nice little bonus. You can also get uncut gems. You get a lot of health potions. You can see there with a 12.6% chance roughly, but I would take these numbers with a pinch of salt. But runic healing potions, which you'll be able to sell all day long or even use yourself, and uncut gems, which you won't get them very often, but when you do get them, it's going to be great because you know you're instantly going to make a decent amount of gold. If you've got a jewel crafter, you'll cut them yourself. That's why this particular area is going to be plagued with bots. Mark my words. The only good thing is if you're on a PvP server, at least you can kill them all. And because it's in the open world and it's not in an instance, you'll be able to see them, you'll be able to report them, etc., etc. But I've got no doubt in my mind that this place isn't going to have rogues in all the time. Because even selling some of the junk, you know, it's only silver or even copper, but like Rogue's Diary for 45 silver, you get that pretty frequently. You know, it soon adds up. You're going to make really good raw gold just from being in this spot. And this particular spot is the Avalanche in Sholazar Basin. It's plagued with undead that you wouldn't even expect to be able to pickpocket, but there are literally thousands of them, and all of them can be pickpocketed. And by the time you've gone from either west to east or east to west, all of the mobs at the start where you was will be pickpocketable again without needing to be killed. Pickpocketable. That was quite difficult to say. Pickpocketable. So like you can see here, all I'm doing is literally just running around, pickpocketing everything along the way. And you can see the sheer density of mobs. There are so many of them. You can literally just pickpocket here for hours and hours and hours on end. And you can see 18, 13, 18, 16, 19, 10 silver. You very quickly mount up just the raw gold. But you're also getting things like runic healing potions, reinforced junk boxes, which are the things that we're really interested in. Just the raw gold and that is great, but it's the reinforced junk boxes that we're interested in. Getting the raw gold and the runic healing potions and stuff like that's great, but we're really trying to get as many of these junk boxes as possible for a chance at getting those epic weapons and those uncut gems. They're the big tickets that we're going to get from doing this farm. Now, even though people are going to be stealth going around doing this, so you're like, well, maybe bots you're not going to be able to see, you're not going to be able to report. If you're trying to pickpocket things and it's constantly saying it's already had its pockets picked or whatever, or it's got nothing to pickpocket, you know they're about. So start looking around, start doing some AoE, get them out of stealth, get them killed. That'd be a fun little hobby on its own. But the actual gold per hour is solid. I'm not saying this is going to hold up against soloing strat or all of these other sort of gold strategies, but as a rogue where you're limited on the ability to AoE stuff down, you're getting like a gold every 5 pickpockets. You're probably pickpocketing 5 in, I don't know, 10 seconds because they're that close together. So getting sort of 5 to 6 gold a minute is still pretty good when you aren't even worried about the raw gold. So that's just an added bonus because, as I say, what we're really after here are those junk boxes. And this was around 8 minutes worth of pickpocketing. That's all I've done, 8 minutes. I didn't mess about because I already knew this was going to be great. So I'm currently picklocking them all. And you can see I got 14 lockboxes in about 8 minutes. So it's a decent amount, you know, in hour and a half, well, less than hour and a half. So getting 14 in 8 minutes, as I say, I've not done it enough to get averages or anything like that. But if you could average 14 every 10 minutes, that's a lot of lockboxes that you're going to open to get poisons, to be able to just vendor if you want to vendor them, raw silver, some of this junk that comes out of it, but a chance at those big epic items or those uncut gems. Another little added bonus about being here is because you're up on like a mountainside. What I noticed when I was running around is there was quite a lot of saronite veins as well. So if you're actually a miner and you're running around doing this, you'll frequently see saronite ore. So if you're a miner and you're a rogue and you're running around pickpocketing, you'll also get decent amounts of saronite at the same time. If you're mining and jewel crafting, you're going to be doubling down. You're going to be getting a chance at getting uncut gems that you can then cut from the lockboxes and a chance at getting uncut gems from the saronite ore or from prospecting the saronite ore. As a mining jewel crafting rogue, this is actually a beautiful, beautiful farm. And I'm looking forward to actually testing this out a lot more and coming back to you with real amounts of gold per hour. But at the moment, I've just sort of got excited because I found it and been like, wow, this is epic. Will it end up being epic once I actually do the maths and look at the gold per hour and everything, and the averages of how often you're going to get that epic, how often you're going to get those uncut gems? Who knows? But on the face of it, it looks brilliant. So it was just a quick one, rogues. Well, everybody who's got a rogue, you might not need to be a rogue main. It could be your rogue alt that you're going to use for farming. So be sure to like, subscribe, check out the Rested XP link in the description, and roll the outro. There's lots of ways you can support the channel to keep me here putting out World of Warcraft content and covering all future MMOs. Consider joining the channel as a member. You get access to emotes. Everyone will know you're a member when you comment on future videos because you get a nice icon next to your name. And you get access to members-only videos, which I'll be putting a lot of on the channel throughout the year. Additionally, there's a Patreon link in the description as well. Thank you for watching all the way to the end, and I'll see you on the next one.